going to be able to... Yeah. The longer I think about this, it's actually pretty decent with the Navia around objectives, because you get a lot of control of choke points with that wall ability. And you have it's very dangerous for Ruin Kings to approach you because of that Ash ult into rotations of CC. As we see a 5-man here, they might look for something. They have spot. Okay.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
Okay.
Nami took that.
They get spotted out, so that's probably gonna be it in terms of an invade.
Yep, and Brother Curl also is entering in the bot side as Ash. He invaded that blue buff there and made sure that they also had vision on that one. Looks... Yep. I did not know Viego is a jungler.
Minions have spawned.
Yeah, it's definitely not as... It's more common in like regular play compared to pro play. A lot more popular there, but with the recent changes to Viego in 11.14, we might see him some more in jungle in pro play.
Mm.
Yeah, obviously, like when we talk about Viego, the big advantage, or like the big thing that he has going for himself is the passive. Like he can just take over enemy champions that he kills or he takes down, and then, you know, he just keep going for these resets. So he can take over a soul of the enemy champion. He has all of his basic abilities. Then, you know, he still has his ultimate. So it's a little bit sort of like scuffed Katarina almost. it can get that scary sometimes.
Oh, okay.
Especially with champions that have dashes. So
wait, hang on. So he gets their abilities as well? Like
yeah,
the full...
He basically turns into them. That's the gimmick. Actually, yeah, he takes their items as well. So even if he even if he falls behind, he can still take advantage of how fed the enemy is.
So they just looked at that Silas ult ability and just
let's go one step further.
Yeah, just some cracked cocaine, and then you get this. Wait, so let me get this through. You can, let's say you build Viego full AP, and you take, I don't know, like an enemy ADC. I don't get punished for having full AP items. I just get the... Oh, that thought, Velvet? Never mind. So then if the enemy ADC dies and I use my ult to become the enemy ADC, I suddenly have full AD items for the time I'm that champion?
Yeah, I don't think you would ever see an AP Viego, but that's essentially how it works.
Jesus.
Take over their inventory along with their abilities. So it does get very scary. And
yeah,
you know,
I can imagine.
With each takedown, you get another reset.
Wait, what? Nah.
Like, you can just keep
me,
going,
right?
Until... Yeah.
Surely not. Wait, so you Okay, I guess. I mean, that bot lane is going a bit more stable than I actually expected. February and Velvet holding their own, especially in the CS department early, and with Echo being there to hover around that lane as well. Looks like the pressure is going to have to subside a little bit. Viego and Lucian, they might meet here. Looks like they are looking for a potential invade, or... No, just posturing around there, making sure. And yeah, I mean, they get their point across. Lux has to roam as well to just make sure that that happens.
Yeah, there was a bit of a standoff in the mid lane, but nothing came from it.
Yeah. Other than that, we do see both junglers at the mid lane waiting for something. It doesn't look like there's anything gonna happen there, because I mean, on the one hand, we have Nivea with her egg. On the other side, Viego isn't even bothering. He knows that 0-3 Hold Junior is gonna play it safe. Echo has been given awareness that there is a ward on that side, so he jumped over the Herald. Is not spotted any for now. and might look for a very, very cheeky way of getting into Mordekaiser. Yeah, so he jumped into the Rift Herald point and then waited for another jump towards there. T-Zums should be 100% unaware of this, and yeah, it looks like he is because he... Yeah, okay, so the flash. T-Zums, is he gonna get away with this? Wow, okay. But flash burned. That was a very, 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 very sneaky way of trying to get that gank off, and I respect it. That was very fun trying to use the... knowing that there was a ward in that bush there on the top side, and knowing that the skull was taken, so then he jumped jumped twice.
Yeah, when you have champions with dashes,
other than
you
this,
can
are we
just...
looking at a potential Drake start early as well from off-roll Aquarium? Yes, they are on the Infernal early. 5 minutes into the game. Well, 6 minutes now. Early level 1. Not level 1. First Drake, sorry. All over the place. But yeah, continuingly, I'm very, very confused at how well... Well, not confused. Surprised. At how well Feb and Velvet are doing in lane here early. I expected the Lux and Ashe to have a lot more pressure than they did, even before the Echo showed up bot side. But Echo seems to be hovering on that bot side now, trying to get that scuttle taken as well. Which also makes the job a lot more difficult for the Ashe and the Lux to do anything there. But
Yeah.
even with that... Oh, yeah.
So,
oh, they're invading on the Viego. They're invading on the Viego. Oh, yeah, they've got him. Never mind. He's not only being able to steal something, but also invisible. Oh, wow, okay.
Luke Caruana did not have the smite to go for that play, but now...
Never mind. Flashed. Vince?
Oh, Paz goes in! No kill, though. Bunch of flashes burned all the way from both teams. Now, first blood for Echo, reply from Brother Crow, and also a fight on top side happening at the same time. T-Zums, solo kills Lord Farquaad. Christian Simeone gets tagged by that route, but gets away. Interesting little skirmish that we had.
Yeah, and I mean, at the end, right, like, you get T-Zums with 1 kill and the Ashe with another. On the other side, you've got the Echo with 1 kill, so... that went better as expected, I think, for off-roll Aquarium, and I respect the vigor of Vince going for that flash over the wall into 3 people of the enemy team.
Yeah, he's really trying to find edges wherever he can, because, like, we've reached a point where Anivia has level 6 and can basically just clear waves, and, you know, she doesn't have to interact with you.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. So he's forced to essentially look for other ways of getting ahead. Because, I mean, he has the around 10 CS lead, but other than that, he's not really getting much done, right? The plating is not in danger, as you said, because of the... Oh, that was close. Because of the ability of Nivea's wave clear. And yeah, I mean, he might continually start looking for these rotations around bot or top side. Viego now looking for maybe something top side. Also, the pink word used here. Okay. So... Yeah, Durago also has that E ability to jump away, so a bit more difficult.
Oh, the culling.
That's the...
And then it still has a passive, but Luke Caruana could come in for the dive. Oh! He just stole that.
That was... I'm impressed. I think everyone in their right mind would be pleased with getting the egg, but Vince sees the opportunity and seizes on it. I mean, he gets the kill and now also plate, so that's very big for him.
Yeah, and
he is now almost 1,000 gold ahead, actually. It's pretty insane. He's 3,300 for the 2,500 from 03 Hole Jr.
Yeah, Hole Jr. slips up, and this is exactly what Ruined Kings want to see. They want their mid laner ahead, especially when, you know, basically your bot lane is just going to fulfill the support role exclusively. Like, Seraphine is going to build a support item from the looks of things, and Nami's going to do the same thing, so your champ, your damage profile is mostly going to be coming, like, from physical sources. Although Echo is shaping up to be a serious threat as well, that Enchanted Crystal Arrow whiffs completely, so we won't see anything dangerous in the bot lane. Luke Caruana also looking. The vision is cleared.
Jesus Christ.
No vision for Aquarium.
No, Echo's here as well. Oh, very nice.
Well, very well done from Ruin Kings. Very nice combo. Lord Farquaad going in just to cancel that TP. Meanwhile, there's still a fight going on in the bot lane river. Vicious Simeone falls. Lord Farquaad is going to fall to the Mordekaiser. He's too strong to handle right now. Luke Caruana goes back in, but doesn't have the ultimate anymore. So yeah, the skirmish is going to end there, but Ruin Kings still have the advantage. They're going to rotate towards the Drake, and they are going to take it as well.
Yeah, that was very, very nice layering of abilities as well. With the CC chain there that they got on Eternal Ether. That's very impressive. It's like Czechy wygrali. Yes.
So, yeah, Luke Caruana was there to assist. They had the ultimate advantage as well. They just saw Brover Crow use his Enchanted Crystal Arrow, and it didn't really do anything, so they were absolutely free to just perform the gank and get those kills. So
yep.
Ruin Kings still with an early game advantage, though it's not that big yet.
Oh no! I thought he closed that off completely there. But there was just a small passageway still for them. So I mean, what else is gonna happen here? I mean, there's probably gonna be some kind of contest maybe for the Rift Herald that they might want to use, because Vince has taken 2 plates now from that mid lane, so that is one way where you might be able to crack something. Lux is here and Echo, we might see something. Never mind. Just posturing there. I am surprised though, as we both talked about it, right? Like that Ashe and Lux didn't use their abilities much in lane, right? Like that lane advantage wasn't forcibly pushed that far. And we see Echo very, very nice in shadowing that bot lane, has done for most of the game.
Yeah, I thought the Ashe Lux lane, like in tandem, would be so dangerous that February 14th would be forced to take cleanse even, just to make sure that he doesn't die from the combo.
Yeah, that's why I was surprised that he took TP, but I mean, he got away with it and now is reaping the reward.
Yeah, it's just a slight lead in terms of CS, and like 3-6, they managed to mitigate most of the damage with the shields and the healing. And now they're just going to scale up and do a lot of support for their team. Not as much in terms of damage, but I don't think that's the focus here. War trading happening topside, but yeah, they don't really do a lot of damage. Right? Oh, here comes the combo. Enchanted Crystal Arrow hits along with the Lux cooldowns, but not enough damage to kill the Seraphine. Now Luke Caruana finds a Mordekaiser. It's a 3-level advantage though. Luke Caruana had to use his ult just to escape. Vicious Simeone still focused on this bot lane here, trying to get at least 1 kill from this gank, and he's going to do so. Teasums pulled back by the Fear Beyond Death. That's another kill secured for Ruin Kings.
Yeah, I mean, that Urgot snipe was very nice there, but this bot lane turret is going to suffer the consequences now. However, I mean, the platings are gone, so it's not going to be that... Oh, Vince is starting to feel himself in that mid lane, with first item also finished now as well for him. But first turret has been taken by that bot side. In a different circumstance than we expected, but nonetheless, it is gone down now. While the Echo has started the Herald now. I wonder if they're gonna just try and use that mid lane, considering T-Zums is doing substantial. Probably is gonna take this full turret now. So
Yeah,
I feel like
downtime.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
yeah, I feel it makes the most sense to just get that Herald in the mid lane. Once you've got that mid lane turret gone as well, that is going to be so much room to move around the top side objectives, but the dragons are still going to be a bit more difficult to take. Because there's the turret there is still strong. We also see the first items being finished, so we have the Lucian finishing his first item, Seraphine, and on the other side Ashe, as well as now Viego just now with this back has finished his.
Wonder if Off-Roll Aquarium decision is going to be here, because they would like to contest for these dragons when they have a team comp like this, but I don't think they have the items to do so, at least not in the mid lane.
Yeah, the mid lane I think is the big part, right? You don't have a finished item on the Nivea. And yeah, they decide against it, so they push the mid lane as well as now top lane. I wonder how much they get here. Actually, substantial damage on that mid turret. Do they just get this full turret? Wow. Okay.
Oh wow, Brother Pro getting tagged by the ultimate. Ruin Kings really wants this fight. They really want to turn this, and the Seraphine ult hits free. Echo gets a double kill. And Hole Jr. might just be next. He has to flash over wall just to survive. And Ruin Kings really did not want Off-Roll Aquarium to get away with that turret take.
Yeah. But in the meantime, T-Zums essentially gets hit. Oh, okay, so now we see the Rift Herald. That is going to 100% ensure the taking of that mid-tier 1. Christian Simeone now also with the CC chain needs to be very careful.
Okay, so Ruin Kings gets 2 kills in response, as well as the mid lane turret.
Charge.
Oh, Hall Jr. needs to be careful here.
Yeah. That second charge is also pretty big, because that turret now is on around a third of his HP, like between a third and a quarter. That's interesting. I feel like now a lot of things happen. Well, not I feel like. I know a lot of things happen in succession right now. So we've had essentially the mid lane turret and top lane turret traded for the Drake, but then they got punished by the team essentially just jumping on them once the turret was taken. But it's still 1.6k lead, right? It's not that big, but it's also
Yeah, it's still not so big, but I think we're starting to see what happens when Off-Roll Aquarium does not have complete control over an objective area. Like, Ruin Kings just has more tools and more damage to an extent. So if they get the jump on you with the Seraphine ultimate, it's probably just going to end badly for you. Echo's pulling ahead a lot, actually. He's almost going to finish his second item here. And he has 10 stacks on Dark Seal, so that's like 40 bonus AP just from that item. He's very fed.
Yeah, I do wonder what we're going to see here. That Echo is going to be a big issue. On the other side, it's pretty well distributed for Off-Roll Aquarium. No one single person having all the kills. Oh, never mind. Yeah, I don't know.
Nicely buffered from Lord Farquaad.
Yeah, you're also never going to kill him there, right?
Yeah, that was...
It's an Urgot with finished, what was it?
It's too ambitious.
Frostfire Gauntlet. Because apparently Iceborne Gauntlet is not allowed to exist. And although...
Now, all things considered, I still think Off-Roll Aquarium has a chance in these team fights, but what needs to happen is Viego needs to start rolling. So when he gets his first reset, he can just really, like, especially if they get someone like Echo or Lucian
Yep.
first off in that fight, then he can just take over their soul, do a lot of damage with the help of the items that they have, and then, you know, he also heals a lot in the process. So Viego is the one to look out for if Awful Aquarium wants to secure the teamfight win, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree with you. I feel like you're gonna. So the struggle I have now is that if you're T-Zums in team fights, essentially you have the ability to remove one person from that team fight. But I don't know which one you take. Do you take the Fed Echo or do you take the Lucian, who's also not weak because he's got 1 kill, 5 assists, and very, very good CS? I'm not sure. And whichever one you take is able to kill you, while also the other one is going to be able to put a lot of damage down here. Farquaad might be caught out here.
Dodging a lot of abilities though. Oh, the Seraphine ult whiffs!
Wait,
A
how
little
does
bit of
that work?
a
Oh,
little bit of anti-synergy there, but Awful Aquarium does look like they're going to win the fight anyway. Viego gets his first reset with the yep, he ults again.
what is that?
Luke Caruana in big trouble. Has to use Chrono Break just to try and survive here. He doesn't have his flash anymore. Velvetti just to assist with the tidal wave. Make sure the jungler survives.
Yeah, so the Ashe ult missed because T-Zums used ult on the Seraphine, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, because it went just through the body. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, this is a big swing, I feel like. You've got kills on the Viego, as you said, and also you've shown to be able to win the fight, so, I mean, I feel like Rune Kings might be a bit more cautious from now on, be a bit more careful in setting up certain fights. And you've also now finished Leandris as well as second item on the Ashe, so that's big. So now the items are a bit more even there. The situation there is a bit more not doom and gloom.
Yeah, the Mythic rolled in finally for Vianivia, which is big. The Leandri's Torment is going to do a lot in terms of damage. Yeah, I feel like this was more of a fumble from Ruin Kings than it was, like, the big play from Awful Aquarium. Like, the circumstances were quite favorable for Awful as soon as the Seraphine ult basically caught no one. Like, that's potentially the most impactful ultimate that Ruin Kings have, and they didn't really use it in any, like, meaningful capacity, so Awful Aquarium had a lot better chance to win that fight, and yeah, they did.
Yeah, we do see first inklings of both teams looking at that Baron as a potential teamfight starter, or also just trying to sneak it and then make sure to. Oh, Brother Crow.
Survives just barely. Enchanted Crystal Arrow as a response. Gets tagged with Fear Beyond Death. Is not going to die. Oh, he actually will! Lord Farquaad gets that pull. And that's double kill for Urgot.
Yeah.
And Ruin Kings just keep on going. Gale Force, Flash, just to get that last kill on the Anivia. It's a 4-for-0 for Ruin Kings.
Yeah, this is going to ensure them to take Baron now as well, which is, yeah. I'll be honest, I do not understand why your ADC is the one clearing vision. That's very, very strange. Especially in that situation where you have a wall exactly behind the ward as well, and an Echo who can jump that ward. And, I mean, they get punished for it, so now the Baron has been taken. That small gold lead that Ruin Kings had with around 1 to 1.5k has now ballooned to over 6,000 almost, well, 5.5. And that is going to also, they also still have the TP on the Urgot, so Urgot with Baron buff is going to be able to split push while still being able to, in emergency, use his TP to join his team in a fight. Looks like they are making a 1-2-1 with the jungler just trying to clear here as well. All three sides. Yeah.
Yes,
Look.
so it was already hard for Awful Aquarium to win fights because there's a lot less room for error for their carries when, you know, the Ruined King's carries can cover a lot of distance in a short time, and then, you know, the Urgot, if he lands his ultimate, then there's a lot of burst that can follow that up, and as soon as Urgot pulls even one person, he can just go in and he can absolutely win you the fight with just Fear Beyond Death. And then all the squishies are pretty much popped instantly by the combo. So Overall Aquarium, they have it a lot harder in these team fights, and now with the gold lead ballooning up in Ruined King's favor, might be almost impossible to win on even terms.
Yeah. I mean, there's always the possibility of, okay.
Gets caught in the realm of death. Lord Farquaad is just going to try and run towards his team. Mordekaiser ult runs out. Richard Simeone takes so much damage, but he gets the reset. He's not going to survive for much longer, though. And T-Zums is going to be the next one to fall here. Yeah, that was too ambitious from Awful Aquarium. They really wanted to get at least one kill from that, but as soon as they don't get the kill on Urgot, that initial fight. Yeah.
Did you see how that? I mean, I've said enough about this company. I'll not use the word I usually say. Did you see the bug? Right?
What bug?
So
you mean the fact that he turns untargetable when he possesses someone?
No. So Lord Farquaad ulted I think it's a Viego. The Viego was under the threshold. He used the secondary ult to challenge the pull in, and then I don't know what exactly, but something happened, and then suddenly the Urgot is the one that dies from the Viego damage or something. It was super strange.
Oh, what a steal from Christian Simeone. But yeah, you're going to die here, buddy. You can use your flash, but there's no escape from 5 members of Brewing Kings. That's big for Awful Aquarium, though. Okay, Luke Caruana almost gets punished for that invade, but yeah, just press R and you're good.
Yeah, almost, and you already have your R down almost 33% of its cooldown, so it's only 60% left. You almost have it back up.
Oh, Seraphine ult is going to catch the backline. That's huge for Brewing Kings. Seraphine gets killed, though. T-Zum's isolated on the other side of the fight. T-Zums is going to get away from here. Not quite. Hans is going to get the 3rd kill in this team fight. And Ruined Kings, it does feel like they just win the fights because they have more gold at this point.
So the only issue for Ruined Kings at this point is that the Anivia has a very, very, very good wave clear ability that makes, even with the Baron buff, makes it a bit difficult to crack the base itself. But everything else, I mean, you see all the skirmishes, even the team fights itself, everything is in favor of Ruined Kings. They are very, very far ahead and just continually get further ahead now as well. Sure, the Drake was stolen, so now they're not on Soul Point. They should be, but they aren't. But, I mean, it's Ocean Soul, so it's not the end of the day. I wonder if next Baron is spawning in 120, so maybe that's where Ruined Kings get the ability to then actually crack the base. If they maybe split push, you have like a 1-4 or 1-3-1, something of that sort, where Anivia can't wait for their all 3 sides. But yeah, it looks pretty doomed for Off-Roll Aquarium in this game 1 of the UNL finals. It's essentially they need to, if they want to win any fight, I don't think they have the ability anymore to win a straight 5v5. it would require them to get some sort of pick pre-fight to make sure that the fight is on their terms and that there's some sort of player advantage, because in a straight 5v5 with all of the abilities that the Ruined King's composition have, I don't think it's possible to win a straight fight unless there's like huge blunders. So they need to look at maybe, yeah. But second Baron has spawned.
Doesn't even take damage, even though he got caught with a light binding. And now, the Ruined Kings are starting Baron, and Awful Aquarium are not even going to respond to it.
That's free. So
Now they're approaching
might...
the river, but
yeah. They might either have pushing topside here because there is one more tier 2 turret remaining on this side. I'd like at least maybe the Urgot to try and get something bot side, or they are just gonna maybe look at brute forcing this here with 5 members. Looks like it. Oh boy. I like when the Lucian is able to use his active step up ability. Oh wait.
Oh my goodness. Luke Caruana gets away with murder here, and the Fear Beyond Death pull-in strikes true. Very nicely done from Eternal Ether to respond to that, but Ruined Kings, actually they lost 2.
Yeah, because, I mean, 3 people are busy taking the turret, and the other 2 were able to almost win a 2v5.
Yeah. So...
And the goal is achieved. Broken base, top side is broken now. They have taken the inhibitor as well. They are sitting on a decent amount of gold. I mean, almost every single member of Ruined Kings is sitting on over 1,000 gold. So they might just make sure to reset and then threaten the mid and bot side now as well. There's also another Drake spawning in 20 seconds. That is unimportant, but it's another objective that they can secure pretty easily without much of a contest.
Yeah, I do fear that is just going to be more of the same for Awful Aquarium.
Yeah.
At this point, it doesn't really matter what they do. We saw them trying to get picks on Luke Caruana, but he just presses R and gets away. Like that's the other thing.
Yeah.
Echo and Evolution are hard to put down when they can just either dash away or they can just Echo can just press ultimate and return to his initial state.
Yeah, I mean the play. Oh, hold on. Oh,
T-Zones. Yeah, T-Zones had no business being there. That's kill number 1 for Ruined Kings. They still have the Baron, though it's going to run out soon.
Yeah, but they have also Super Wave crashing. One of their Super Waves now starting to crash into Nexus turrets and Nexus waves. So they're just gonna push this in here, threaten. Yeah, I mean they're just gonna brute force this, right? Yeah, Luke Caruana's with that entire combo is still full HP because of, you know, Seraphine and shields and making sense. Oh,
Nivea's a bit of an issue. Actually, Luke Caruana forced to get stopwatch as well as February 14th. Then he presses Chrono Break again and gets away. How sticky is Echo? How hard to kill is Echo? Basically, like Awful Aquarium wasting all of their cooldowns trying to kill this guy, and then Ruined Kings is just free to attack you with everything they have.
Ruined Kings is also now making sure that this wave here with the super minion is going to start touching this Nexus turret. There's going to be a game deciding fight here. Awful Aquarium trying to put up some sort of a fight, but they're so far behind at this point. Yeah, this is game over.
Jr. is going to fall next. T-Zim's the last survivor. But he can't possibly defend this Nexus. He's going to fall too. And
Ruined Kings take game 1 of this finals. This was a very impressive, very impressive. It's got 9,999 HP and it's got 999 AD. Useless information, volume 61. I'll be here all night.
Yeah, that's the kind of stuff you can, you know, try out and practice tool only. And nowhere else.
Yes. We see a 5-man, but from the opposite team that we were expecting. Ezreal here. Okay. Not happening.
Okay, maybe we're just looking for an angle. They do have pretty good level 1 between like the Swain and the Senna. Shen can also take Shadow Dash, is it? Level 1?
It's Shadow Dash. Yeah, holy shit.
Yeah.
So good.
Minions have spawned.
So
I'm
let's
just gonna
see.
return to their respective lanes here. And Momo's going to go from top to bot on this clear. So this already indicates a focus towards the bot's bottom side of the map, which in this case is probably the play. Although the Ezreal will be quite hard to pin down with his Arcane Shift.
Yeah. That's what I feel like is the big issue here. Right? The Ezreal is going to be able to put out a lot of damage. Potentially the issue for him might become the Ahri, because she is also slippery and has essentially 4 flashes if she's got ultimate. But, yeah. Early trading in top side again. T-Zam's here actually taking a fair amount of damage, having to use flash and... Oh my god!
Last auto, doesn't get it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, but that's flash for flash in the top side, with T-Zums almost getting first blooded by the Wukong early level 2, I think. That was very close.
Yeah, it was quite greedy from Ender to try and go for that. Still, and he now has less health than his counterpart. Oh, what a nice charm there from Paul Jr.
Yeah, that was very good. Mumu also clearing the chickens in full vision of that ward that was placed there as well, so they have very high knowledge there. Some technical difficulties. Some lag apparently for some of the players. Yeah, but other than that, we have early. I mean, yeah. If you want to speak about CS leads, there are CS leads with Wukong and Victor, but they're so. It's. I mean, it's so early into the game that it's a bit difficult to talk about this. But yeah.
Yeah, the only big thing that happened was the level 1.
Yeah.
The level 1 trade that almost ended up in first blood. And the Wukong, yeah, he does have a very scary level 1 with the Nimbus Strike granting him bonus attack speed. So he jumps on top of you, stacks the Conqueror as well. In an extended trade, he can do a lot more damage than you most of the time. Like, it all depends on the champions. I guess Shen can trade back quite efficiently if he does have his Spirit Sword in the right position, but yeah, still, Wukong, level 1, a lot of damage.
Oh.
But we have a freeze.
So that's not only on my side. Is it frozen for you as well?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, started again for me.
Right.
So...
T-Zums catches Wukong with a taunt. Both top lane is very low right now, but the Amumu is not in his general vicinity, so Wukong will be able to play more aggressively.
Brother Crow, that was fun. The way they stack those damage abilities on top of each other.
Yeah, this is a dangerous lane.
Yeah, it's a bit more calm here in this early side here. Amumu has been spotted a fair amount while moving around, but yeah, they might miss each other again in that top side again.
I guess it's fine if Amumu just decides to clear mostly until he's level 6, but once he gets that, like Awful Aquarium will have to start looking for opportunities with some of those powerful ultimates that they have, because the clock is running, but not in their favor. Mostly. It's just kind of the Sun of it provides some of that insurance, I guess, but
No. I mean, late game,
Probably not
you're
enough.
so screwed. Late game, I feel like you're really screwed if you like if you're a 2 item or 2.5 item fight, the victor is gonna melt the face off of anyone. Even the Shen is gonna take unacceptable amount of damage, and the Ezreal is just gonna dish out so much safe damage. Oh, February,
oh, so much CC on top of him.
having to use
Actually,
heal.
wow, burn the heal. Even though Awful Aquarium used most of their cooldowns already, so I don't feel like there was a threat
Yeah.
to actually kill the Ezreal there, but better safe than sorry, I suppose, and just gonna continue on laning.
Yeah. That CS lead mid is now getting a bit out of control. 27 to 44. That is gonna become a bit of an issue here at a certain point, because the victor is gonna get some of his crucial items a lot earlier than he should.
Yeah, we can already kind of see what's happening. Like, if Ari cannot not put down the charm on the victor, then there's not really a way in which she can actually deal enough damage to trade well with him. And then Victor just kind of has a better AoE ability to trade with the Ari. The Death Ray, I feel like, is actually better than the Orb of Deception if you want to just take short trades. And it also, like, he also has better wave clear, all things considered. Like, especially when he gets that first upgrade on the Death Ray, then Ari has to basically concede the priority. And now, yeah, he's going to go for the more scaling option as well. He's going to get Seraph's Embrace at some point. We already have the tier. Yeah, I think it's valid. Like, you can take it slow when you're this team pump, when you're Ruined Kings. There's no rush when you have Victor and Ezreal on your team. There really isn't.
Yeah, I mean, you feel really comfortable, right? Like, not only is this even, you're actually ahead. Like, your victor is getting ahead. Like, you're very comfortable right now. You have dead even bot side with the gold. You have around a 300 gold lead mid. Again, dead even jungle, and you've got another advantage topside with the Wukong. So, I mean, you just look at this and you're like, yeah, I mean, if that's how you want to play this, the longer the game goes, the worse it becomes for Off-Roll Aquarium, in my opinion. Unless there's some sort of fight or some sort of skirmish that happens in the next couple of minutes. But it doesn't look like it.
Yeah.
Warren has now just hit level 6 as well, so in any type of skirmish, you immediately now have another massive disengage tool. And also in those skirmishes, I've said it when we were loading in, the Off-Roll Aquarium team comp has no TPs, whereas on the other side you're facing 2 TPs. So even if you do start a skirmish, the enemy team has the ability to call upon 2 other players to get into that skirmish, whereas you do not have that. So,
yeah. I really do worry for Awful Aquarium in like the mid to late game. If Wukong gets a jump on you from the flank, that is very, very scary to deal with. He comes in first and then the Seraphine follows up, like, that is potentially game ending if that happens. Okay, Shen comes in with a Shadow Dash. The Mumu's there to gank. Oh, he actually catches that. First of a Sad Mommy follows. Mdip has to use Cyclone just to get away from that one. But, I mean, that's valid. You know, like, you're trying to get your top laner ahead, but that first ultimate from the Mumu kind of just burned the flash Actually, no, not even a flash. MDiv still has flash.
Just purely burn, just ult for ult.
And MDiv's
Nothing
gonna
more.
TP back to lane here, so it's not like he loses minions even.
Yep. Yep. I mean, it's almost that even with actually 500 gold lead for Ruin Kings. Amumu has started Rift Herald here to try and get something done, but Luke Harana is here with the pink ward, has spotted them, and also uses the vision pawn to deter Amumu from taking this. So even that neutral objective has been stopped by Ruin Kings. I mean, whew, this is going very, like, you're very comfortable as Ruin Kings at this point.
Yeah, the game just keeps on going without Off-World Aquarium really posing any serious
Much of
threat
anything. Yeah.
in any lane really. And you also have leads in 2 solo lanes. Your Ornn is actually ahead in levels on the Amumu right now. Oh, now they're even. Yeah, the Ornn being high up in level is actually quite important when you consider the passive. You really want him to pull ahead as fast as possible. Even at some point, maybe steal XP off your laners. I mean, that sounds bad usually, but I think in this context, it would actually be beneficial if you can give that to Ornn at some point.
Yeah, to get the earlier upgrades. Yeah. Amumu is like I look at the minimap. Amumu is trying to get stuff done. It's just like, look at this. Like, that's what we were talking about with the Ezreal. It's just so safe that it's so difficult to do anything here. And they even invest the Ahri to roam as well, and this enables now Hans to quickly push the lane in and start chipping away on that turret, making sure he gets at least one play, and almost the entire minion wave gets destroyed by the turret as well. So, yeah. It's not like Off-World Aquarium is sitting passively and not trying. It's just that their attempts for now have been stopped by Ruin Kings before they even can get started.
Yeah, Amumu already had the ultimate at that point, but didn't have the angle to even try and go for the Ezreal.
Yeah, now also the Rift Herald is started by the Wukong and the Ornn, so the Ruin Kings team composition is actually starting to take this neutral objective, and I mean, Amumu is standing around Drake. Yeah, so it looks like they are trying to get this Drake as an answer for the neutral. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, Ruin Kings are just going to be happy with the objective trade instead of trying to contest this, which, you know, even though they're technically ahead, could still end up badly for them. Versus Simeone, oh! He tried to go for that one, but barely misses the bandage toss. And we'll see what Ruin Kings does with this Rift Herald here. Top lane turret, 50% down already.
So the question now is where the Rift Herald is going to be used. The Ornn is looking to pop topside. There is a ping there, so it looks like they might be looking to actually completely crack that topside turret. There we go. Ornn is standing there. Maybe they're looking to push this wave, just shove it in, and then use the Herald. Yeah, okay, yeah, so they use it topside. The wave isn't just there, but makes sure.
Wait. Not sure about the execution, because the top laner didn't get anything from this. At least from the Rift Herald charge, but, you know, okay, they take the first turret. I think that's fine.
It's something. They could have waited like 2 more seconds and the wave was gonna be pushing instead of, but yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, right, like, you're not the one that is on the timer, right? So this is still very good for you.
That's still perfectly acceptable. Wukong is still accelerated from this play. He gets Divine Sunder before Shen gets his first item. And yeah, we all know how, I mean, not sure if you are aware, but yeah, Divine Sunder is still very strong on the melee champions. Still deals a lot of damage.
I heard that, Sass.
I mean, that was not meant to be like an attack. Just wondering how.
That's a statement of fact.
I'm just wondering how much you've been following the scene lately. Things change rapidly in League of Legends, as you are aware.
Yes.
Champions become meta and become meta in the span of one patch.
Yeah. Leandri's now finished for the Swain pretty early. It's the first full item finished on the Off-Roll Aquarium side. Yeah, but I mean, right, like, this is a low... it's a slow game in kills and, like, interesting things, but Ruined Kings is doing what they need to do. They're slowing the game down, they're drawing it out. It's 15 minutes in and there's no kills or deaths on either team. So, I mean, this is just...
Oh, this could be the first one, though. Velvet going really low from this place. Senna ult comes in. Ignite. The second to last tick getting that one. Now Ezreal trying to fight back with his damage, but it's quite dangerous. Eternal Eaver has to pop heal just to survive the last shot from a turret. That was quite close, but still. Off-Roll Aquarium finally get a kill, and it comes from the bot lane.
Yes. So this is what we say when we say cost recurs. I just said that there was no deaths, and
no,
wait, hang
but
on. Is this even gonna go through? What?
Oh, the Ornn comes in to try and get a kill. But Stand United comes in as a reply. Yeah, that TP from Hands, not what you want to see.
That's a bit overeager.
Just gave away a cooldown for free, but fortunately it's Victor and not the Wukong.
Yeah, the Wukong though is getting a lot bot side.
Oh, look, Caruana caught out here with his pants down. Has to flash away. And not enough damage between the two of them left to secure that kill on the Victor.
Obviously, I meant that the Wukong is getting stuff done top side, not bot side, and he made sure. Yeah, okay, he got the full second tier turret now as well.
Yeah, so Endip takes down 2 turrets in a very short time for Ruined Kings. I mean, this is not necessarily what we usually see from him when he plays Wukong. Usually he just TPs early on and gets involved in whatever bot lane is doing, but yeah, I mean, this works as well. It's going to be a Hydra item next for the Wukong. Wonder if it's Titanic or Ravenous.
So Ruined Kings need to contest this Drake, otherwise Off-Roll Aquarium is going to get to Soul Point, which I do not think you want to be. You want to get this Drake to make it a bit slower, but both teams... Oh!
And still has Flash though. Is he going to use it? Oh, very, very greedy on that one, but still survives. Not enough damage to kill the Victor quite yet. He's going to get away with this one. Ruined Kings kite back, and they get the first 2 kills. Can Off-Roll Aquarium can even get anything. Oh, brother, Crow! Triple kill with a Flash Ascension.
That was almost a penta.
As I was saying all of that, the Swain, I was doubting the damage potential of Off-Roll Aquarium, but that clearly did more than enough damage to secure multiple kills, and Off-Roll Aquarium turn around this game just like that. The Soul Point, and all of a sudden it's looking very, very good.
Yeah, and we said that Ruined Kings was in a good spot, and we said that the game being a bit slower was very, very good for them, but suddenly 6 kills for Off-Roll Aquarium and 5 of them sitting on the Swain, that is not what you wanted to see. And also the Soul Point being on them with the Ocean being the actual soul. Things look a bit different immediately now.
Yeah, that kind of soul is what you want to have against this team with the amount of poke that they have. That's going to negate a lot of damage coming in from the Victor and the Ezreal. I mean, the Swain already heals a lot just from his ultimate. This is going to help even more. Like, if they manage to get this Ocean Soul, then I start to doubt, like, if Ruin Kings can actually take down anyone fast enough.
Yeah. Especially considering, right, like, what happened. The Victor got away with murder there at the beginning, and you thought, like, oh my god, they're getting away. All of them are living in
trouble. No flash.
Yeah, he's not.
That's another kill for the Swain. He's almost at Demonic Embrace here. I think he has it already. That's 2 items very, very quickly for the Swain.
Yep.
Man, this is really turned upside down for Ruin Kings. Ezreal in a bit of trouble, but always has that Arcane Shift up and ready. Now Aquarium pressuring for the first time. But now Ruin Kings want to engage. Eternal Ether is going to get caught with the Encore as well. First one to fall. Gravity Field followed up. And that CC chain is quite powerful from Ruin Kings.
But why are they trying this? They have Brother Crow split pushing topside. Your main damage is split pushing and getting stuff done. Why step up? Why just not play safe? Now this is going to be punished heavily if they get this Baron now as well.
Okay, Amu still has the ultimate though, so I don't know if Ruin Kings want to stay in the Baron pit. They're going to try and turn here. But Krisha Simeone comes in. Curse of the Sad Mummy on 4 people. Can Awful Aquarium follow up with the damage? Doesn't look like it right now. Swain falls before he can apply his ultimate on more than one person. And Ruin Kings turn around the fight very nicely, and they're just going to finish this Baron, I think. Look, Caruana, though, extremely low.
I do not know if the Senna plays this right, she can stop this. Yeah.
I don't know if they're home safe quite yet. Ruin Kings, they have to be very careful.
Yeah, they should back off here.
Oh, February 14th, going in. Really trying to get something, but here come the kills for Awful Aquarium. Triple kill for Vishen. M did.
I don't.
He has to run away. And Ruin Kings, they should have just accepted that first win.
Yeah,
because
that was
now,
extremely greedy.
Oh man, Awful Aquarium. I mean, they can't really take the Baron, I think. At least in the current circumstances, but they did repel the attack, and they got more than what they initially got.
They're looking for it. They're looking for it here.
Okay,
but that was very greedy.
And MDiv is already pathing bot side without the TP. So Ruin Kings, I don't think they have enough time to respond to this. It is just going to be an Awful Aquarium Baron. And what was initially a very, very nice situation for Ruin Kings, once again, Awful Aquarium are the ones who profit at the end of the day. And this is very good timing, too, because Ocean Drake's coming up in 40.
Yeah, I don't know. Once you won that team fight, you had, like, 3 people on 1 HP and the Ornn on half of HP. I don't know why you still go for it there, but this Ocean Drake is going to be contested because if you're a Ruin Kings, you cannot let this go through your fingers to the enemy team. You must take it. So there is I'd say this is a do or die objective. They cannot hold this. Pretty interesting as well that Off-Roll Aquarium is just all 5 trying to get this.
It has to be a hero performance from one of the carries from Ruin Kings, but the dragon is going down very fast, and they haven't even started attacking yet. Ornn ultimate does not go through. Ruin Kings actually get the first kills of the fight. They're actually winning this, and the Ocean Dragon has not yet been killed. What is going on? Ruin Kings are just going to take this dragon. They turn around the fight, and they save the game.
That's great play, but that's not how it should be going.
Yeah,
the dragon was at 2,500. You just burst it.
Yeah, like I was confused. I was really confused.
Right, like I said it. Oh, the Drake is gone because they CC'd the Ornn. The Drake is on 2,000 HP or 2,500. I was like, oh yeah, okay, Drake is gone. You essentially win the game here. And then the Drake stays on 2,500 and stays and stays. And then Off-Roll Aquarium loses one member. They lose two members. And you're just like, what is happening?
Yeah, it definitely felt like they were in two minds when it came to what to do.
Yeah, 100%. It just looked disjointed. It looked like there were multiple game plans going on at the same time, and not like neither one was fully committed to.
And just like that, this game is going to continue because the Ocean Soul has not been taken by Off-Roll Aquarium, even though the opportunity was definitely there, and it was pretty much like a free dragon actually. But yeah.
Yeah, because Ruined Kings were slow to the rotation. But apparently not.
We're still going to try and get something with this Baron buff. Vicious Simeone actually going in. First of his Sad Mummy is going to lock down the Seraphine. So at least...
That was well played.
We get something from that one. And the gold lead is theirs once again. Wukong is in the top lane again. Doesn't have a TP yet. Oh, what a bandage toss from Vicious Simeone, but now he's way out of position. Has to flash to join his team. Oh, Brother Crow! Oh my goodness. Oh, Vicious Simeone, he goes back in! Wow, Off-Roll Aquarium is, very...
Christian Simeone essentially has the Lee syndrome on the move, right?
Yeah, but the problem is, you can't really reactivate the bandage toss. Once you hit someone, there's no going back.
Yeah, that's why it's even more alpha. Like, you're doing the Lee Sin thing without a backup. Like, without you being able to go back. Oh, boy. Yeah, but I mean, this game is now almost dead even at 26 minutes in. Next Drake is in 2.5 minutes. Baron in 2 minutes. Both teams have, on every player, have their first, the item with, like, the golden frame around it. And multiple second items finished as well. Actually, everyone except Senna has, yeah, so 9 second items as well. This is... It's a lot more even than I expected the game to be once that teamfight and then Baron and everything happened. But we do see... Okay, so what are we gonna do here? Are they just looking for top side, mid side here? Yeah, the Wukong keeps using that split push ability of his to get pressure bot side. Ari, Senna, Shen, everyone is trying to rotate here. He might be caught out, does withdraw though, so is aware of it.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised by the amount of times we saw MDiv split push this game. When, you know, we said at the beginning of the game that he's going to try and team fight with his team.
Yeah.
Not necessarily the case, just judging by this game, but another important detail here. Ornn did hit level 13 not too long ago. So, one more level and he's going to start upgrading those items on the side of Ruined Kings. And the late game potential draws ever closer for Ruined Kings. Muramana completed for the Ezreal now. Victor is going to try and finish his Rabadons, it does look like. So that's going to be outrageous amounts of ability power. But yeah, the Ocean Dragon is coming up in 30 seconds, and this is another fight with Ruined Kings have to take. So it's gonna be tense here.
So is it level 14 where Ornn gets the upgrade? Or
he can upgrade his own item at level 13, but then, you know, with every next
so
level...
14 is the next upgrade for... is okay. So you're probably gonna look at maybe Death Cap for upgrade ability, or... Okay, so here we have another contest. Shen again isn't here for Off-Roll Aquarium? Okay. I mean, this is a must-take
Amumu
for Rune Kings.
goes in with a bandage toss, but does not have the angle for Curse of the Sad Mummy. Stand United on top of the Amumu does not have the angle just yet, and there's a nice counter-engage from Ruin Kings. It does look like they're going to win this one. Or will they? Actually, Ornn goes down, Ezreal goes down, but the important thing is Awful Aquarium secured the Ocean Dragon. They go back in, but Victor! The damage is quite potent from him, but still.
Yeah, but the most important thing happened, right? Like that.
Yeah.
This fight is okay. 4-4-4 is actually perfect if you're off-roll Aquarium because it's dead even. But that's the important thing. I love what Christian Simeone did. He was like 2 HP, and instead of going further into the fight, he realized that there might be like a 2 or 3 second standoff there, so he uses his bandage toss to get to the Drake, and then makes sure to get that Drake taken out. And now they have the Ocean Soul. Like, this is the most important part of the entire thing.
Yeah, I feel like Awful Aquarium have corrected their mistakes from the last time we had an Ocean Soul fight. They focused on the most important thing, and that is taking the dragon. They didn't focus the dragon first time, now they've done it, and they reap the rewards. They look poised to win this one with the power that Dragon Soul can provide. It's really hard to lose this one at this point, even though we were talking about the scaling from Ruin Kings, but
yeah, Ocean Soul kind
of negates that potential, at least some of it,
or all of it. Yeah. So do you actually... Okay, right, so we have the Ocean Soul on the one team and the great scaling on the enemy team. Do you think the Ocean Soul, like, negates it, or even more? Like, do you think it's like, oh, okay, now it's even with the scaling? Or do you think, nah, actually, even with the scaling, the Ocean Soul is so strong it doesn't matter?
I don't think it's a, like, instant game winner but for Awful Aquarium, but it does make things a lot harder for Ruin Kings. At this point, I feel like Hands would have to land a sick Victor combo on like more than one person. Now we see MDib face checking and getting caught out swiftly.
Yep. And Baron immediately started.
Uh-oh.
While T-Zums and Hands
keeps getting slowed. Ocean Soul cannot heal away that much damage in a short span of time, but Awful Aquarium are on the Baron, and it's up to Ruin Kings to try and stop this. Low Caruana's in the pit. Is he going to pop that ultimate? Seraphine ult is nice. Eternal Ether in trouble. Low Caruana on the completely other side of the fight.
Christian almost tried the flash bandage toss into ult. Well, he tried it, but it almost worked.
The important thing is, Low Caruana is still alive and he has full HP. He's going to try and steal this, but actually, no! Christian Simeone is going to try and go for the turn. The Victor is dead, which is very important for the team. February 14th, he cannot get away from his front line. He's going to die next. Chem Tank applied as well. Low Caruana now left alone. Actually, no, MDip is here.
Okay. Lucaran is still here. He has the flash. The Baron is standing at around 2,500 now.
Has to be hero play from Luke Caruana if they want to. Okay. The charm lands.
Very nice. Very nice. That was very, very well played by Off-Roll Aquarium. They essentially did what a pro team does, where you have it around like 3,500. So even if he flashes, he can't steal it. And you hold it there, and then you just randomly layer abilities to burst it down. So there's no ability for Lucarana to do like any calculations or any predictions as to when you take the objective. You just hold it at a certain HP where it can't be smited and stolen, and then you just randomly layer it. That was very well executed there. And I mean, yeah, it ensures them now the Baron buff now as well with the Ocean Soul. Do wonder if they're going to use a split ability. The one issue they do have, right, like, they now have Baron and Soul, but they do not have any TP. on any of their players. So even split pushing 1-4 or 1-3-1 is a lot more difficult if you do not have TPs, and a lot more risky as well.
Yeah, I just wanted to take a look at Victor's inventory, and he does have 700 ability power with 3 items. So, if there's one worry for Off-Roll Aquarium, it's that mid laner. Like, Victor can turn around the fights alone with that amount of damage.
Yeah.
The squishies will get one shot. Even with a
Yeah.
simple EQ, I think. Okay, but now he's out of position, has to flash. Vicious Simeone will not follow up on that one. Seraphine ult layered down on top of that, and Shen is the first one to fall in this exchange. Off-Roll Aquarium not yet going to disengage from this push, but that Shen falling there is quite unfortunate, and it is going to delay them significantly. And Ornn just keeps hacking away at those items. Now the numbers advantage. It is quite important for Ruined Kings as the Elder Dragon is about to spawn in 5 seconds. Off-Roll Aquarium looking in this bush, trying to take them by surprise. Ruined Kings does...
3v5 death bush.
Ruined Kings does not have their ultimates back up yet, so they don't feel as confident to try and face check. It would probably have to be MDib with his ultimate. Oh, he's going to flash in just as I say that! Oh my god. Okay, Ruined Kings go to the initiation, and the Amumu falls first. This looks pretty good for Ruined Kings, actually, as long as the Victor stays alive. As long as he's able to output the damage, Ruined Kings can still win the fight. But T-Zums, on the other side, is dealing a lot of damage himself, and Off-Roll Aquarium still are going to win with the Ocean Soul advantage.
Yep.
So, yeah, it turns out to be enough in this case, and the Senna is already scaled up so much. Has the Kraken Slayer instead of the Divine Sunder that we see quite often nowadays, but that's still perfectly acceptable. He has a lot of souls at this point, a lot of range.
She's sitting on
She's
130 souls.
Elder.
Yeah, it's 36 minutes in, and she's sitting on 130 souls. So she's pretty strong.
So
Yeah, I mean, they almost turned that entire fight there, right? That was like very close. T-Zums was pivotal in that fight. I also like how you were saying, like, oh yeah, they don't have the ults and everything, and then you just see Emdib is like, yeah, you know what, flash ult everything.
Yeah, I was saying they don't have the means to engage
I
apart from
100%
Wukong.
agree with you. And then just randomly he just fully goes in and yeah. But
Yeah.
I really like how confident Off-Roll Aquarium was in that situation, right? Like, you're 3 people in a bush, and you're legitimately doing the Fnatic death bush with 3 against a full team.
Yeah, they really dared them to come in without even starting with Dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah, we saw a glimpse of how much a Victor can do in a fight like this, but yeah, I think he's going to need the Void Staff before he can actually start, like, completely stomping everyone.
Yeah, 100%. So now the base defense has begun for Ruined Kings. The question is, I mean, they do not have the Baron buff, so Victor is able to clear all these waves pretty easily with just the laser.
We might look for the Victor. Oh, I'm pretty sure Christian Simeone would have just pulled the trigger at that bandage toss.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, with the
like he
Elder
just
buff.
did the 50-50, right? Like either he tries to get it bot side or top side with the dodge, and he bet on top side. Yeah. Oh my god, these bandage tosses! I swear to God, if they hit, it's game deciding. It's so dangerous.
Yeah, Ruined Kings will have to give this one away. They don't want to risk the fight not going their way when Off-Roll Aquarium still has the Elder Dragon, and the death timers are already very long at this stage of the game. It'll have to be a heroic base defense with 2 inhibs down. Because Off-Roll Aquarium are still going. They will try to force a fight potentially with the Elder Dragon. They will not We're not going to disengage just yet. Okay, just as I say that, it does look like they are going to stop.
Yeah, and that is because the Baron is spawning legitimately right now, and they probably just want to make sure to get that, just to have more safety, and even now, then if Ruin Kings wins a fight, they do not have any real ability to get any objectives, so I like that. Being calm, cool, and collected. Nothing really you're going to be doing here. This is...
Luke Caruana with the Call of the Forge God, trying to steal the Baron somehow, but it's not going to work out. Oh, they're really far up here. Luke Caruana has to be careful. Has a lot of health, though.
Yeah, but it is disturbing if your 4,500 gold, 4,500 HP tank is shredded to half HP by just like merely standing in front of the enemy team for like half a second. Now they're gonna rotate topside to make sure to get the third and inhib, just to make it the way you play it safely and secure. Yeah, I very much like this. Very collected, very calm. You'll have the super wave starting to push mid right now. There's a super wave hitting the bot side Nexus tower now as well, so you can stand here further. Simeone failed.
Goes with a bandage toss, flash in just to try and get February 14th, but not a lot of damage in the initial initiation. Don't really have better words for that. Most importantly, 2 first kills from a Victor. He still stays alive. It's a battle between the carries right now. February 14th, Arcane shifts in. He cannot get that kill, but Victor is still alive. Flashes in. Not enough damage. So much movement speed.
Yep.
Still alive,
Triple
but
inhibs down
for
now,
Aquarium, are they going to go for the base? I don't think they can do it.
They need to back off here.
Victor is so strong. Brother Crow's just going to pay the price. Visena gets that kill in exchange, but hands! Oh my goodness.
Jesus Christ.
We're just experiencing a 1v9 right now. This guy is absolutely saving the game for Ruin Kings. And man, he doesn't even have Void Staff, but still, he's absolutely shredding people left and right, and that's the potential of a Victor right there. And you know, Awful Aquarium without that Elder Dragon did not have enough damage in the tank to finish off the last kill. And this is the nightmare scenario, just Victor being, you know, far ahead. Not far ahead. Far enough, like, distance-wise. Like, you can't touch him. He's just outputting all kinds of damage. And now, to top it all off, he has the full build from that fight. He actually finished both items at the same time. He has Morello's and he has Void Staff.
Also, second Elder is 20 seconds away. This is... Oh, do you see what T-Zones is doing? He's getting the red buff and now gonna look at split pushing topside here.
Yeah, obviously Ruin Kings cannot just stay around.
So this is gonna be a 4v4 for the Elder.
Oh, this is a rough spot to be in if you're Ruin Kings still. You kind of won that fight, but it comes at a cost. Because this Elder Dragon might just fall the way of Awful Aquarium, but at the same time, Awful Aquarium is threatening the base. So the decisions have to be fast. Call of the Forge God actually whiffs for the most part.
Second Nexus turret is gone.
Where's Hold
the
Junior?
Nexus itself is actually now taking damage.
Shen is about to take down the Nexus and we're still fighting for the base!
Yeah,
Shen should just be hitting the Nexus.
Half HP.
Wukong cannot stop him.
And it's over.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, Ruin Kings could not contest.
Okay. That seems to be resolved. Okay, so...
So we're seeing 5 teams go straight down the mid lane.
Welcome to Summoner's
Yep. Looks like they're fanning out while Off-Roll Aquarium is looking for something here.
The Trist is going to see them,
yeah.
and then he's just going to walk away. We're going to see Lee Sin throw out a Q into the bush. We're not. He's not even going to risk it. Luke Caruana is a different man nowadays.
He's changed. Just not the same anymore, you know.
So there's so much AD on the side
Yeah.
of Ruin Kings. If we don't see like 5 tab eyes, I'll be very
Minions have spawned.
other than like Sork Shoes. If we don't see tab eyes on Urgot and Moo and probably even the Swain, I'll be surprised.
Yeah. The only ones that might have an excuse is the Seraphine and Senna. But yeah, other than that, they are extremely AD heavy with the. I mean, they're essentially full AD, right? They're Set Top, Lee Sin, and Tristana, and Ezreal. They're essentially all AD.
Yeah.
Ezreal has some sort of hybrid damage, if I remember correctly, or at least he used to, but I don't know
I
how much
think
of it.
it might be the E and the W, but obviously that's not going to be a major proportion of
Yeah, so it's basically
his
nothing.
damage.
So
Both junglers start bot sides, all pretty standard so far. Yeah, set with no E, and Urgot looking to just zone him off the wave.
yeah, he's trying to get that early advantage that he can. And we see the first Tristana. Yeah. See, this is what I'm expecting, and I'm expecting more and more and more of that. Level 2 and instantly trades for it. Also, he placed a ward on the chickens to spot out the Mumu, so now they have full knowledge of the enemy jungler as well. Yeah.
I would probably see a full clear, and I'd expect to see a little skirmish around top crab from the two
Yep.
junglers.
Yep. However, I do expect that to go in favor of the Lee Sin, considering that Tristana should just be able to rotate her choosing.
Although the Urgot does have prio as well, so they should be able to get 3 there before.
That's true, yeah. And another
Going straight
trade.
back in. It's a nice route, and
Yep.
Seraphine probably comes out on top of that trade. Is an interesting one.
Yep. More damage than I expected with the root as well there.
But the Tristana has got prio, and it will maintain through Scuttle Spawn. I think Amumu's probably double camping. Yeah, there we go. And he's... Neither jungler has smite, but they're not even going to contest because the Tristana's gone straight there. So Lee Sin might be able to double Scuttle clear. With the wave bouncing back towards the off-road bot lane.
Yep.
Because of
Scuttle
the amount of castle
uncontested.
minions that are alive. Yeah, so he's gonna
He
walk straight
might
down.
look for a double scuttle now as well.
Although they thinned out the wave, so off-roll. Yeah, they're just gonna probably concede this. Christian Simeone walking to the bot lane with no camps up, walking around his Krugs. Is he gonna look for a gank? Oh, well played
Mumu
trade
is
by...
looking for it.
Oh, and they've walked up.
Nami used flash.
Early
okay.
flash. Okay, and the counter gank coming in. Nice dodge. Don't think anything's... Oh, no, he has
Oh.
gone in, and the center flashes.
Interesting.
Everyone being a bit cautious, trading support flash for support flash and nothing else.
Yeah, Tristana also was hovering there around that like red buff from blue side, but decided not to go further once the rest stopped. Jesus, it's pretty low here actually. Lee Sin is looking to invade here, probably getting the chickens. Actually, no, he's just standing in the bush and waiting for the Mumu to come to him. But he doesn't know that the Amumu
Yeah,
is
the
reselling.
Amumu is backing after taking his Krugs again. So,
So chickens are free for Lee Sin to take. And we
Tristana
see
keeping that prior, building up a bit of a farm lead already, purely because Seraphine farming under turret doesn't sound the most enjoyable thing in the world.
yeah, like of all the things in League to do, that's not anywhere in the top 10. So yeah, I mean Lee Sin he had fun here. He got basically double scuttle and also the invade there. I'm surprised actually how close the CS shows now, and there's a 1 level lead. Seraphine needs to be careful here. Vince can really look for a kill here. He's 6 and he's got Ignite as well. However, the Mumu is trying to get the Drake, but he's gonna get this, even if it's gonna cost him his life. Never mind.
Is it, anyone have smite? Stolen the dragon and
Hey, hang on. What?
TP got cancelled.
Hey, but
Flash is
Christian
over.
had smite.
Was it up in time? It can't have been.
That was confusing to me.
Lee Sin flashes over and gets back out as well, and we saw the Urgot TP get cancelled.
Oh yeah, okay, no, he didn't. Yeah, he didn't.
Yeah, he didn't have smite.
Yeah.
So yeah, Urgot TP got cancelled as well, so Set has TP advantage, and we should probably see a solo kill here because the Set has ult. No, he's gonna flash out. Okay. I don't know how close he was to the Urgot ult zone, but playing it calm and collected. Oh, and Tristana goes. Doesn't get the full charge, so it's not as bonkers as it can be, but it's still a hefty chunk of damage. Seraphine is happy to have that shield take a lot of it.
Yeah, even with the shield and not fully stacked, she takes like what, like a quarter of her HP. That's fun. It's very interactive trading. Bot lane is, I mean, essentially dead, even with the CS that is built up there to for Ezreal to take as well.
Yeah, it was exactly even on 47 farm each before they both got back to lane. CS lead and XP lead on the Lee Sin, but we kind of expect that because of the Dragon Steel and
Early invades and double scuttle.
yeah, virtue of it being a Lee Sin that managed to double scuttle a Mumu, but you kind of expect that because one's an early game jungler and the other one's a little green dude that cries.
I thought we were not disrespecting a Mumu in this game. Apparently that promise is broken.
It's not hating on the Mumu, he's a little green dude that cries. It's facts on facts. I speak facts and stats. And Tristana, about 20 gold, 20 CS farm lead in mid lane. We kind of expected that from the first minute.
Yeah, Lee Sin looking for something bot lane here. Oh, gets the
He's gonna look for the kick. Oh,
oh, god.
he might have thought he had flash,
Yeah.
but even regardless, they're forced out of lane. This is gonna be some hefty damage onto that turret, and trades in the top lane. Tiamat first item on the Urgot.
Oh wait,
Yep.
they're gonna dive this. They're gonna dive this 100%. Oh well, I mean,
They're trading 1-for-1.
yeah.
But Tristana's gonna come in and no assist for the Tristana
Yeah.
in that. Not really losing anything mid because she shoved in before Seraphine went back out.
Yeah.
A 30 gold from a control ward. So.
Yeah. So
And
swings
then we're
and
gonna get some
roundabouts.
plates.
Yeah, but the issue there was obviously the CC didn't hit, so then you didn't have the CC to stop. And that just made everything a lot messier than it should have ever been.
Set's
So-
just sad that Stride Breaker doesn't give you a dash anymore, so that he can insect with it and get that Urgot who keeps pushing him in under the turret with that Tiamat.
Yeah. That one plate mid taken with the Mumu's held by Seraphine is actually going to be decent because it's like 100 gold for Seraphine, or like 80 or something, to make sure that that lead of Tristana doesn't get completely crazy. But I mean, we do see there's that CS lead is starting to be around 20 CS, and now probably with that wave, he's going to get another at least one turret plate.
Yeah. And also gold onto the Amumu, who's a little bit behind. You know, you can see comparatively right now, Lee Sin's full boots ahead. I know Amumu's probably got some gold on him, and he's got that Herald to drop somewhere, which will be plates if he can drop it sometime in the next 3 minutes. But it's not like, yeah, it's definitely not too bad for off-roll, because we know that their comp's going to be scaling. They're only 2k gold behind. Oh, that's a nice insect.
Oh,
Senna ult though, that's
Great.
huge. We're gonna see the kill go onto the Tristana, but this should be a return kill from the Urgot.
Yeah.
It is. So he flashes for it,
it's a 2 for
and
1.
Tristana flash is almost up now. But that was a really nice charm. This is what I mean by the 03 Hall Jr. being such good value, because he's like, he doesn't panic, which is normally what you see from
Yeah.
people playing. Like, you know, if I see that I'm playing against like a diamond player, you know, you get nervous, your hands get sweaty, you make a few misplays, and you play worse than you probably would otherwise. But he's bull balm and belected.
Yeah, I mean, that was just very well played. Also with the Senna making sure that you have like the smallest amount of shielding as well, that then makes you get a bit more difficult to kill. That was just very well played, and you saw immediately with the 2 kills. Oh,
Lee goes in,
Ah,
he gets the
it.
kill.
Oh wow, holy shit.
Gets the kill. But have you seen how well Christian Simeone has taken to the jungle role? He was even double camping Scuttle and Dragon.
Yeah.
The Mumu probably just walks out here. Unless they hard force, he's gonna take it.
Oh my god. That's that Lee syndrome, really, like, I want to take this, I want to take this. Yeah, but I mean, this is now going from bad to worse for off-roll Aquarium, right? Like, you look at this and you see the Tristana with 3 kills and essentially almost 20 CS up. That is not what you want to see. And then Lee Sin also having 3 kills.
The Lee Sin's gone down and Swain is scaling. Also, I mean, they got the dragon and they know it's Mountain Soul. Mountain Soul is definitely better on Urgot and Mumu Swain than it is on set Lee Sin. And I suppose it would make the Tristana Ezreal harder to kill, but you can say the same thing for Senna and Seraphine.
Yeah.
But I think Mountain Soul's probably more beneficial to off-roll. And it gives sort of more terrain to play around, you know? They can sort of like force those like small area fights for the Amumu ults and the Seraphine
There's also the
ults.
Herald now, mid lane, that is gonna take most, if not, yeah, most of the HP down from this.
Yeah, that's big gold.
Yeah, that's also pre-plate gone as well. That's pretty good. So currently the game state is better for Ruined Kings, would you say, right? Considering they got the leads, they've got the Tristana very heavily ahead and stuff like that.
It would be, but with that Herald dropping, it's less than 1k difference, and Off-Roll Academy definitely scale harder, I would say. You know, like, it's Nami, Ezreal, Tristana, and Set. Like, they all scale quite well. Lee Sin falls off a bit. Although, sort of like, with the Gore Drinker, he's just going to live in fights a lot more. But I also wouldn't want to be taking on that late game center again, because it's probably the strongest of any of those champs. It's definitely not like a massively favouring one side at the moment, I would say. I think it's quite an even switch.
Yeah, Lee Sin is coming back bot lane to look for it again. Both Brother Crow and Eternal Ether are full HP, so a bit more difficult. Actually, but the Tristana's here as well, so now we might see something.
We're looking for another dive. Oh, the Swain ult is out.
TP.
TP coming out from the Urgot. It's a nice Nami ult. Bubble just misses. We can play this slow. Seraphine's walking down. Amumu is pushing the top wave. Because he's not going to get there in time. Oh, unlucky. He heals just in case.
Yeah.
Oh, Tristana jumps over.
They're trying this again. Even with Vince having so little HP. Very, very, very dangerous. Oh, set. Very
that's
nice
a
engage.
set ult. Set does go down
Vince
very
is dead.
quickly though. Yep. Oh, Mr. Teasums has just lived there. Luke Carroll 1 is not going to want to watch that one on a replay. And after that was a 4v5 as well. The Amumu is split pushing. He's very well known for his split pushing Amumu, Christian Simeone. Hull Breaker second item is his forte nowadays.
It's just,
devastating.
I think it's
Devastating.
very, very...
That's it. If you don't stop that man at some point within the next 40 minutes, he's going to at least take 2 turrets.
Yeah. I just feel like it's very, very... That was a very, very ambitious play once your Tristana is like 50% HP with no flash. To try and get under a turret as well. And the game state now has swung in favor of Off-Roll Aquarium with the gold lead. Very, very slightly, but yeah. Drake is also now just respawning in 5 seconds for the first of... we don't know how many mountain. Let's see what happens here.
First of at least 3.
Yeah, true.
At least 3 are coming. We're getting everyone walking down. We're going to see a 5v5 in the area. Vision is in Off-Roll's favor, having just won that. And, that hits Tristana.
Oh!
Big.
That was so good.
That's very big. Christian Simeone with a kill, and...
Yeah, I mean, there's not much to say. That was just very, very, very well played. Trying to get that CC, and then Christian as well with the final bandage toss as well there to ensure that kill.
Yeah,
and
Off-Roll playing around Vision really well with the control ward in that brush. Seth's probably going down here as well.
Yeah.
He is. That's a flash in from the Urgot.
Very nice.
Seraphine ult hits. Just the Lee Sin. And they look. Oh, can they take the Urgot down? They cannot, because he is tanky and he has a Senna and Seraphine behind him. But both teams are getting quite low on health. The Ezreal is the only full HP member here.
Yeah. The difference being that Off-Roll Aquarium, when low and facing a turret dive, they decide against it. But they are lower on HP though, and this Drake is now started by the Lee Sin, so... Oh, okay, so they do want to contest this. They don't have any ultimates.
And that should be the Nami going down. It is.
Danger
Lee
for
Sin
Off-Roll
has kick
Aquarium.
available, but no flash.
Yeah. Oh my god,
You
this
can't
healing.
really poke down this team either with Moonstone, Seraphine, and Ascena just being there.
Yeah, it's so stupid, but they're healing up so much here.
I think it's just the, wait for them to try and engage and then we kill them type of angle.
Yeah, and the Mumu and Urgot now have ult
The
back
Mumu
again.
goes in, that's a 2-man ult. The Mumu goes down, so does Ezreal. Urgot's gonna go down, there's a big shutdown onto the Tristana. Flash out from Senna. Okay. This is going to be another extended dragon fight. Off-Roll are pretty known for these because everyone just tends to play around it a little bit.
Yeah.
And then one person dies, 2 people die, everyone runs back. Someone hits the dragon for about 3 seconds. They walk back. Blue buff resets. Nami ult down. Urgot TP 12 seconds, so he's going to be there soon, and he's got his gauntlet completed. Senna steals, and they're going to clean up from here, maybe.
Ooh.
In a similar situation to the Brother Crow quadrukill last game. Urgot TP, they're going to take this turret and maybe look to Baron immediately from that with 2 members of Ruin King's dead, including the jungler.
Yeah, that probably is the play to do, right? Unless they want to go to further engage here. Okay, Nami's dead.
On the Nami, and the
Sets
set
as well.
is also gonna go down. Eventually, 200 years
Oh,
in action. A goal just gets dodged by the E of Ezreal.
Lee Sin is up
And-
right now, and Tristana is also, so they might be running towards this. So I don't think you really want to.
They're not going to
do
start
that.
it. They're just going to
Yeah.
take Scuttle. So
They're
they
also
have good
sitting
vision.
on 1.7 thousand for Seraphine, 1.7 for Swain, 1.8 for
Yeah.
Seraphine. So you just want to reset and get
Yeah, they had
that.
about 8k gold unspent total across the team. And when that's a quarter of the total gold they have, it's a lot.
Yeah. You just want to make sure there that your actual lead is converted into items, because that's like, I remember back in the day where like I remember this is like season 2 and stuff, where even casters of the professional games were not. I mean, not even season 2. That shit kept happening in like season 4 as well, where like you were having actual games with casters paid by Riot that were saying, "Oh my god, this team is ahead and they're leading," and then you're like, "Yeah, but they didn't buy items. They've got it in gold, not in items, so they're not actually ahead."
And you don't earn interest for money in your inventory in this game.
Yeah, actually.
There you go, Riot. I've just given you a new champ concept. It's like
Oh,
Ornn, but
fuck
instead of
off.
buying items anywhere, he can put it in a bank and earn interest.
No, please. Oh. And you know they pull that kind of bullshit actually. Oh.
Yep. I can't wait until my top laner has a Doran shield at 30 minutes and says and just says stonks. He's got diamond hands, baby. Diamond hands.
GME, AMC for life. Oh, Christian with an engage?
Richard Simeone, does anyone know when they changed a Moo Q to be point and click?
Yeah,
Man, don't
apparently
miss.
Christian didn't get the memo that it's not a
Rumor
point
has it
and
he
click
sits in his
ability.
bedroom in front of a mirror with a roll of toilet paper and practices his bandage toss.
Yeah, it's so true. But he is so good on that champion, man. It's so clean.
I'm telling you, no hating on the Moo is permitted.
Oh.
He's gonna throw another one. He's gonna do it. He's
Yep.
gonna do it.
Ooh. Ah, but they might have
Moo gets thrown in.
Yeah.
That's a nice pick. They get the turret. But
Yeah,
Ruin
bit-
Kings will not go down without a fight. And they're not definitely going down at this point. That Tristana's still strong. Ezreal's farming up. That Manamune is gonna be nice and saucy when he can pick it up. Because it will
Yeah.
automatically turn into Mura Mana, being that his tier is fully stacked.
88 souls for the what's it called?
Senna.
Yeah.
When's the big increase? Is it 75 when she gets like, you know, sort of like, this is the big jump? Is that the range one? Like the big range one?
Maybe range is 80.
Range is 80, okay.
Think so? Or am I reading this correctly? I don't fucking know. No way, hang on. Ja, ikke nicht wissen. Me no know. But they are posturing around this Baron here, and they've got the only one that isn't with them is T-Zums with the mid lane here, making sure that that push is actually started. Drake is spawning in 30 seconds as well, so looks like they want to start this here. Would be a bit risky here, especially with
Oh, Tristana jumps out.
Drake now 10 seconds away. Yep, and they are rotating for it.
Off-roll will want this because it puts them onto Soul Point and it makes everything a little bit more
Yeah.
scary for
Yeah.
Ruined Kings. I think this is just going to go uncontested.
Yeah, looks like oh,
a Moo
again.
Point and click. Seraphine ult goes wide. Are
Take
they
him
going to
out.
try and take advantage of that?
Looks like
Ezreal ult
yeah,
comes
but it's a
in.
bit late. Oh
It is,
wait,
we can look for a fight here. Lee Sin kick is down. He's on the center. I don't think he's going to be able to do much. Brother Crow with the flash again. Oh, the flash from the Urgot. That's some grand damage.
Yeah, and again, Christian with another good Q. And I mean, they just rotate here, right? Just push this mid lane and rotate to the Baron. Make sure to get that objective now as well. You're on soul point, you get Dragon. I like the Urgot also. Make sure that that wave shoves under turret to probably maybe even break that turret. Just very well played overall. I thought they might be a bit in danger when the Seraphine ult whiffed, but they stood their ground, were very, very confident, and they reaped the rewards here.
Baron's down.
Yep.
This is going to be a tough one to come back from.
Rune Kings is now very much on the back foot. So if I made you do it, right? Like, if I told you Rune Kings win this game, how does that actually happen from this point?
I think you're looking for any potential misplays. I think you're playing around your cooldowns more efficiently than the other team. I think you're probably sending Set into a side lane to drag the Urgot away because the Urgot is huge. He's really tanky. And like tough to get past because if you try and go past him onto those carries, the Urgot is actually just going to shred your backline because that's what Urgot does.
Yeah.
Especially with that Frostfire, he can like stick to them way more efficiently than like previously in other seasons. I think Urgot's just like a really good pick. Alternatively, oh, that's a nice kick. Things something like that, you know, kicking the center in if you can pick up the kill.
It's just the damage, man. It's so much.
And Urgot gets a kill with the damage from the ult, not just the pull.
The first part. This is definitely going to break the base here, and definitely going to assure them at least this inhib, if not more.
Oh, Christian Simeone hits another Q.
This is dangerous here, but probably that they're happy with this. They probably rotate now to top side, get that second tier turret gone as well. Maybe threaten. Oh, Vince's need to meet. Oh.
The minion saving his life.
Yeah. Oh, again! Oh, man. Oh, Christian's just too good, man. I swear to God. Dude just doesn't miss. That was just so nasty.
Okay. Ezreal's big damage, but Seraphine Senna, they're all full HP again. And he hits again. Christian Simeone, this man ate his cornflakes today.
And this looks to be probably the death push here. They do not have the Tristana, and the Ezreal's dead now as well, almost. So, yeah.
Okay,
Off-roll Aquarium.
they're gonna be feeling pretty good after this one.
Yeah, off-roll Aquarium take the third game of the UNL Season 4 final. So you know, okay, so do you watch LCS sometimes?
No.
Like that shitty region there?
Nope.
Okay. Okay, do you watch LEC a bit?
Nope.
Do you watch any league?
Nope.
Fair enough.
Yes, I do.
Welcome
I watch
to
Rat
Summoner's
IRL.
Rift.
Ah, fuck off. That doesn't count. Even though he is funny. Oh, we see a 5-man from both teams on the opposite side of the map.
They're searching. They are indeed searching.
So it's like we're going on a trip with our favorite rocket ship, Little Einsteins. Yep, both teams will be a bit confused that they don't find anyone, but yeah. Wonder if they're gonna hang around to maybe look at a steal that sometimes people do in like
Minions have
solo
spawned.
queue, but I'd very much doubt that that is gonna be done. Yep. Okay, hang on. Why does Ruin Kings get that invade, but then not put a ward down?
Because they don't need to.
They're just smart enough to just track the jungler blindly.
That's it.
Right, like that's strange. Because you clearly see the Kane put his ward down on the enemy red to make sure that he has the information.
So,
Oh wait, hang on.
straight
So
invade
there's
on the
a
Kane.
yeah, and there's also a ward here placed by the set on the red buff that is not spotting the Kane with that invade.
We sure it didn't. Yeah, they're not
Yeah,
anything, so I don't think it
didn't
spotted him.
Yeah, they didn't spot him.
Mr. Caruana is not going to be a happy horse when he finds out that his red buff. Oh, is it going to see him on the way back?
Yeah, I think he
Don't-
was visible, but it's just like you don't really.
Big from Mr.
Flash.
Seasons. And another
Another
engage in the
flash.
bot lane. So set flash. I was going to say that I don't like the ignite on the Shen. I mean, he gets the flash for it then, but I think the TP gives you so many more opportunities to like push a TP advantage. I.e. he can ult bot, TP straight back to lane, lose nothing off of it. If he ults bot now,
Yeah.
top lane's going to be looking juicy for either jungler. Mr. Caruana's not a happy horse. He's going to ward and see that blue buff's gone as well. He might just come in the mid lane. He is coming in.
Yeah, good flash.
Gets the
play.
flash.
Yep. So that means top and ADC has gotten his flash down, and mid lane has gone his.
He's going to look to double scuttle. Oh. So Caruana gets the scuttle. And the Rel is the first on the scene. It's going to be a kill.
First blood.
First blood goes down, and
So-
Kane is strong.
So remember when you said Kane pre-form is legitimately a cost million?
Yeah, but with
Unless
you know,
he has backup from his team. Oh.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, he does go down. That's 2 kills onto the Kane because of the red
That's
buff. But yeah, I mean,
not
if
good.
any jungler with a red buff when the other one doesn't have it, it's always going to be tough.
That's not good.
No, early game did not
That's-
go the way that they planned.
It's really not what you want to see, right?
Definitely not. He's probably thinking, my game's... It's not doomed, but it's suboptimal, you know?
Mm-hmm.
This isn't what we wanted.
Oh, and Ember might be dead here.
Could be.
Oh,
There's a
actually.
TP coming in from the Victor. Are we going to see any follow-up? He's looking.
It's also a fight bot lane.
Oh, very close, but they get out nicely and cleanly with just the Kane flash going. Big engage from the Rel. This could be another kill.
Another
TP
TP.
coming in from the set this time.
Yeah, this time this should secure something here.
There,
Rel,
pick
yeah,
someone.
Rel. Oh
Pick
my.
someone. They didn't pick someone.
I mean, I know how,
Then it
but
hits.
Jesus.
They
Christ.
split their focus,
Yeah.
trying to get both of them, and didn't get either. And that's a
So
Flash
compared
out
to
from
the
the
last game where we waited 15 or like 16 and a half minutes for first
Yeah.
blood, this has been a really back and forth. You've seen TPs everywhere, flashes, early flashes, lane ganks level 2 or something. Like, that was very, very quick. And now also early Drake started from Rune Kings. And secured. I did not expect Set to have that kind of CS lead early. Almost 10 CS.
He's got TP advantage, I suppose.
But especially with that early, right, like that ignite that he had to flash away from and almost died to.
Yeah, but
Pretty interesting.
Shen has so much kill pressure with the ignite, and I really like it in solo queue because people don't tend to expect the damage, and like there's less of an emphasis placed on like your macro play being 5v5 all in one place really quickly. But in a situation like this, I think TP is just so valuable because
Yeah.
it ensures that there's less chance of him falling behind, which is obviously you definitely don't want to do that, especially if you're playing weak side. if you can maintain like, especially like here where Shen's gonna want to be top a lot of the time because Kane is looking for red form orbs. He wants to be whacking on that set and the Hecarim if he turns up. Having Ignite, yeah, it's more kill pressure, but games like this and like game 1 of the series where you aren't getting the kill with it. Actually, not game 1, the game 2 of the series, when you're not getting kills with it. I just think TP has so much more benefit.
Yeah.
And the potential benefits of it. Like, Ignite's probably easier to use well than TP is, but it's also a lot easier. Sorry, it's also a lot more beneficial when you use TP well than using Ignite well, in my opinion. Because, like, what's a kill or two gonna, like, give you on a Shen? Versus what is being able to put the enemy top laner behind 20 CS and freeze a wave.
Mm.
Because then the jungler has to come top and break the freeze. There's just so much more that like you can do with it. Set's gonna still do that to you if you have TP or if you have Ignite. But if he does that to you 3 times when you have TP, you can just back, and you can come back at full health. And yeah, he might do it again, but is he going to? You can just play like more safe under your turret. Then when you got Ignite, you have one unlucky death and like the game's gone. TP, there's a good chance that it's not gone. And Hecarim moves on to Herald. There's no vision of it. Set has Prio. Victor is in the mid lane. Vel'Koz has just arrived back. And Kane is on blue buff. Rel's moving up. They've now seen where the Hecarim is.
And they do have this knowledge, but...
And they forced them off it.
No.
So it looks like Offroad are going to pick up this Herald.
Yep. And do so. They also seem to be looking straight mid lane here. Maybe looking to instantly use it. Nope. Decide not to. So yeah, besides those early 2 kills and how hectic the game started, now it seems to have slowed down a bit. Both teams realizing how much is on the line, especially Rune Kings. I wonder how, you know, the state of mind for those players is, considering it's do or die for them in this situation here. But yeah,
They're going to be nervous. They're going to be a lot more nervous than Offroad. Offroad have that like safety cushion of an extra game.
Yeah.
You know, it's do or die for Ruin Kings at the moment, and I think everyone would like to see him do it, at least this game, so that we get that game 5. You know, the hype builds up, it's really exciting. It's definitely going to be tough. Overall, probably one of the best teams we've seen in UNL, period. Not like just this season, obviously.
Yeah, 100%.
At least one of the best legal teams. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Sorry, I just had to unloose that reference. So,
yeah, but... Ooh.
I'd also like to take a moment to appreciate how good Arcade Hecarim's noises are. Especially for such an old skin. Like, this skin's been out for like 7 years? Something like that? Probably longer.
Yeah, but it was just well designed from the start, so that's why it's really good longevity. I really do not hope they change it. Do you think so? I think it's alright.
Yeah, but I think they can make him really cool.
Visual update means just visual, right? Like no ability changes or anything.
Yeah, so they do like visual update, they do VGU, which is visual game update. I think that was like the Mundo one where they changed like the aesthetic and a good few of the abilities. They do somewhere like the mini reworks, they like changed one ability. That was like Ezreal when they changed his W. I think they only do like one main rework every season, or maybe 2. There's like 2 or 3 visual updates.
And then they release like a 50 million champions.
Yeah, and like ones with 8 dashes and things like that.
Yeah, and with interests. Oh, good surfing ult.
Oh, that could be a dead
Yeah.
Kane. It is, and it goes onto the center. That's really good for
That's
Ruin
very
Kings
good.
picking that up.
That was also a
Because-
very good surfing ult there as well.
The turret wasn't broken, and Senna's getting gold. And Senna kills things.
Yeah. That was how much was that? That was 150 shutdown as well.
We are seeing a little bit of a CS lead from the off-roll bot lane though, especially. I suppose yeah, the relic shield stacks on top of the Swain, so it's about 10. But Shen ult comes out, and it's cancelled by a flashing set who's going to ult him back. And Shen's just going to walk out. This is what I mean by, like, if it was in a scenario like this, where if Shen had got that ult through, the set's going to get so much value top. Oh, we have a gank coming in.
And instant
Got his
TP now as
W.
well. Might try and
On the Victor. Could be. No.
he just lacks that like full item damage, and then
Yeah.
if he has that, they turn the entire fight.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, like, let's say the Shen had got, like, the ult fully channeled, and the set doesn't flash E him.
Yeah.
Then set probably just gets that top turret. And Shen has to either walk straight back top, or back and go top.
Yeah, yeah.
Because he had TP to follow if he needed to, or he can just completely push the advantage top. Whereas,
Oh, they're looking for it again. Hecarim here. Yeah, nice.
well
He
played
waited
from
for it.
Hecarim. Nice
That was very
invitation.
nice. Very, very good. Keeping the cool even in that stressful situation, making sure that he uses the taunt first, then you E him. That was just very cleanly executed. Very, very good. Now also the
Rel
plating here.
and Kane now having the red form.
Ooh.
Flash
Yeah,
W,
yeah.
and that's going to be a
he's-
dead set.
Yeah. That's still net positive for Ruin Kings.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. And the flash coming out from the Rel, you know, that's big engage potential. They might just be able to look
Brother Crow?
for this Swain again.
Yeah, he's dead. Yeah. So even
I think
with
that's
these
sort of
skills-
like that extra bit of lockdown that the center provides comparative to Ezreal is what they were missing in previous games. Like, you know, if I suppose I'm the Rel looking for roams. Oh, flash comes out from the Victor.
Interesting to see. Usually Vince is more on the edge, but here he just was like, better safe than sorry.
Mm-hmm. I think when it's a 3-1 red form Kane, you can't.
Yeah,
Take too
you don't
many
mess with that.
chances.
Yeah.
Eternal Aether, Mr. Jamie was looking. He was sniffing around. We have a full Leandries on the Swain now. And I'm pretty sure Vince probably will get his on the next back if he doesn't have enough gold for it already.
Mm.
Dark Seal picked up as well, so if he starts like getting a few kills and assists, his AP is gonna skyrocket.
Yeah, we also have Infernal Soul this game, so that is going to be spicy as well. Both teams definitely going to not want to give that one up.
Immediate anti-heal picked up on the Hecarim as well, straight
Yeah.
after Sundara.
Yeah, just immediate reaction. Which I think is the correct thing to do in this situation, right?
Yeah, I think so. Like, there's so much healing on the team, from like the Swain and the Kane, and oh, that's a lot of people coming at little Victor. Swain picking up the kill, and TP and ult used by the set, but to no avail. That's a nice roam from off-roll, especially with drag being up. They can now go take that, probably for free. Don't think Luca Arowana can really contest it, at least without trading his life and then probably Rift Herald.
They're not even going for the Drake, they're just collapsing on this bot lane here.
I think they might catch him.
Oh. Yeah.
They have caught the center.
And
There's both sums
Seraphim.
available.
Yeah,
Oh,
But again, just not deciding on one target.
and they're gonna pick up the kill on the Swain. Dragon goes down to the combined efforts of Kane and Vel'Koz. Kane looking for a dive. Christian Simeone.
I mean, he's definitely just gonna kill him here. There's nothing you can do. Shutdown for the Kane now. 600 gold in his pocket, as if he wasn't fed enough, being 5-1.
Oh,
Oh,
this is
right.
interesting because yeah, set with no ult, can't really do too much there.
Yeah. And then you still need to be careful because the Kane still has so much damage.
A lot of damage, and the Gore Drinker, he is healing it a lot by
Yeah.
virtue
What-
of being red.
Yeah.
Gore
Well,
Drinker
that
on
was happening
set,
as well.
that's interesting as well. Gore Drinker set. I don't know what set's been building exactly this patch, but
Well,
I would have assumed it would still be Stridebreaker. But if he's looking to live, yeah, if he's looking to live in the fights, he's got to survive that Vel'Koz and Swain damage somehow. So I can see it. I can see it. Merc trades, yeah, they're huge this game. Absolutely massive. So much CC, so much magic damage. Center scaling though. 109 farm, 3 kills. Rage Knife picked up on top of the Kraken Slayer and Berserker's Greaves. Are we gonna see February 14th carry this one?
I mean, the situation now, it's crazy. It's 18 minutes in the game, it's legitimately dead even. 27.6 to 20. Okay, now. Okay. They just cleared some camps, but it was perfectly even just a second ago.
And just
Oh,
one dragon
Vince is dead.
separate teams.
Vince is just dead.
He is. Flash is about to come up as well. Christian Simeone is showing why he thought he should have been included in the player of the series for
Yeah,
the
and
regular
also
season.
giving reasons as
In
to
the first
why they.
team.
Oh, Brother
Goes
Crow.
down, and no ult on the center. They don't know where other people are, so they're just looking to back off. They see 3 mid. They don't know where
this
that
turret
Shen is.
gone.
Shen ulted in on the
Ooh.
bot lane, I think, and that's the Hecarim dead. Oh,
Is Feb gonna live?
press Q. Is it up?
Oh,
It's up.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, but meanwhile, the set got that top tier 2 turret as well, so.
Victor hard engaging. Oh, that's
Oh.
gonna be a dead center.
Oh,
This
Victor.
is dead Victor again.
Oh, engage. Under the
Well
turret.
played,
Yeah.
really well played from Velvety on the Seraphine.
Yeah, that was very clean. But look at what Set is doing in that top side. Jesus Christ, man. He got almost the entire tier 3 as well. That's dangerous now. That legit, like, whew. You almost broke the base by split pushing here. That's rough.
Interrupting the back just to be a dick. Vince.
That legitimately should be like an intro to him, you know? Just someone needs to clip that and make it so like in the description of Vince in his Discord, that clip is just a reference. It's like whenever he introduces himself, he just sends that clip to people. Yep. Other than that, there is another Drake coming up in 50 seconds. Off-roll Aquarium should off-roll Aquarium secure this. That puts them on Drake's soul point. So Ruin Kings definitely want to at least contest that or get something very big in return, if not. So let's see.
We have 4 lots of anti-heal already picked up from Ruined Kings. We're probably going to need to see some anti-heal on off-roll soon as well, because they have the Senna Seraphine combo that was previously seen for off-roll, so they know how much healing it's churning out. It's going to be an interesting one. But we have a pause now. Not exactly sure why it's paused, but I'm sure we'll find out for you very soon. How do you think this one's gonna go?
Sorry.
How do you think this one is gonna go?
I. I personally think the Kane is too far gone. He is so strong. 7-1. Yeah, no, I think overall Aquarium win this on the basis that Christian Simeone the entire series, Christian Simeone has been playing out of his mind, and now he's also on a fed to shit Kane. And Rune Kings are struggling with their main carry being 0 and 3. Yeah, that's what I think. What about you?
I think it's gonna be tough to shut down that Kane, because you still have to consider like getting onto that Vel'Koz behind, and killing the Swain as well. But I think Set's gonna be a problem to deal with because he's pretty farmed. That top turret, like, it's cracked up to inhib turret.
Yeah. Freeze? Okay.
We okay?
Yeah.
Summoner has
That freeze.
disconnected.
Oh. Okay. Issues are still prevailing. Technical difficulties. Things happen, but yeah.
Has just DC'd.
So, did I understand you correctly? You think the same, right? Or whoa?
I still think it's very open. I think off-roller are probably they have a more obvious win con of like keeping that Kane ahead and just like running them down. But yeah, I think it's gonna be Set that can be an issue, split pushing.
Yep.
Because I don't think the Shen alone can deal with him.
Yeah, and he's already shown it, right? Like he already he already proved that point, right? He already got the second tier top and almost got tier 3 top as well.
Yeah.
So it was already on display how difficult and dangerous he is in that split push scenario.
Mm-hmm.
It's
And
also
on top of that, on top of that, Set, like I was saying earlier, has the TP. Shen doesn't. Shen obviously has the ult, but if Shen needs to ult someone really quick, Set can interrupt it when they're splitting. And Set, being the aggressor, has a better chance of a running back and TP into a fight than Shen does of just being able to ult in.
Yeah, that's actually a fair point, yeah.
We are going again.
Yep, we're back in the game. The issue seems to be resolved. And now Drake is in 3 setup. By every time these freezes happen, I really get worried. Please just start. Oh, okay, perfect. Yep, so Drake is spawned now. That would secure Soul Point. And with the Herald used topside, that is a very smart Herald as well. They placed it in their own base and then just made sure that it crashes at that time. Yeah, and you're right. This set cannot be matched just by set.
I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't know how intentional the crashing speed of the Herald was.
Oh, I was trying to give them additional props. Oh boy.
It's working out pretty well. This should be, inhib turret. It is.
But you're right. This Shen can't match the set. Oh. They
Hard engage. Set has TP. Victor is bot without TP. So we're just going to see this engage here.
Yeah, but now
they're fine with that.
Yeah, Victor is now pushing it. It just looked a bit desperate, right, from Aura. That like they know they need to get stuff done.
I think they're very happy with this, to be honest. Ruin Kings. They're splitting bot. Like, that turret was going to go down eventually. Splitting
Yep.
bot. If they can get the turret, even better.
I wonder
I'd
if
have liked
Aura
to
just
seen,
goes for Baron here.
Yeah, I would have liked to have seen the set stay top, maybe. But, he didn't know where off-roll were coming in. Oh, are we going to see a solo kill
Vince?
here?
Nah, Vince is gonna kill him. Wait!
They trade for kills.
That's big.
The
That's
ignite
big.
from the Shen, so it came in quite clutch there.
Yeah. That's big,
But
though.
Vince is on the board. He's got some KP. He's doing it, man.
I'm doing it. First kill of the game for Vince. Yeah. The issue obviously now was that sure the Victor was dead, but there wasn't like any immediate thing to do because of that, because you're not really gonna take the Baron because of that, because it's still too dangerous. The set is still up and stuff
And
like
when
that.
when they both respawn, Shen has ult and Victor has TP. So
Yeah.
it's fine for either of them. But especially with that turret down now, we can see the set run bot with the TP ready. Has he gone, is that the new item? The Anathema's Chains or something like that?
Sorry?
Has Set gone for the new item? Shen ult down.
I'm not.
Can we see who? Does it tell you who he put it on?
No.
Maybe if you click on it. If you...
Set. Where's Set? This? Maybe Senna or
No.
no?
Interesting. Never mind.
Source? Yeah, no.
We'll find out at some point. I would
Okay.
assume it's probably... Yeah, it's on Shen. Okay. Yeah, so Shen really can't contest with this split push now. I suppose.
I like when a Senna is just straight up taking turret. She's fun. Hang on, let me see how many souls she's on. Oh, ooh, okay. 58. Less than I thought.
But for a non-starving Senna, it's quite a lot.
Oh yeah, yeah, true actually. I forgot
Oh.
about that part.
Vince
This is dangerous.
flashes in.
Yeah, he's got a lot of damage. He's dead. Oh,
Nearly.
fight.
That's Set TP coming in.
Oh,
But only
yeah, yeah, you have to just sacrifice
down
himself
here.
there.
a valiant sacrifice.
Just made sure that the
Christian
Kane gets out, because that ensures that the enemy team shouldn't be able to start Baron. I mean, Ruin Kings are
Simeone
now.
is not going to want to give this. He smites it away.
Also, now the important thing is that 30 seconds is the time until the next Drake is spawning, and that is soul for off-roll Aquarium. So, Ruin Kings is definitely going to try and get this one down. And off-roll Aquarium seem to be a bit late on the rotation, especially with the Vel'Koz and Rel. Those two are definitely going to be late. Yeah, they are. So maybe Ruin Kings look to burst this down or not? No? Okay. Oh, flash out of the set, so that's one of the big things. Not in the arsenal of Ruin Kings anymore. Drake is still not started. Obviously they don't have a true ADC, so they can't just continuously poke on the Drake without using abilities that they might need during a fight.
Drake is up.
Drake
They're
is-
starting to whack it a little bit. Getting some poke
Oh.
damage down. Christian Simeone flashes in with
Ooh,
the
good
W,
engage.
and that's big.
Ooh,
Victor goes down straight away. Set. Ults the Swain into his team. I don't know how much you want to do that.
that was perfect.
That's a very quick ace.
Yeah.
So that's going to be Soul and Baron. I would hazard a guess.
Yeah. Yeah, they might look to. That was impressive. The Kingdom engage and then also the Rel ult was very well executed. Eternal Ether with that Rel ultimate, very good. And now the Soul is secured, and now they get the Baron as well. They get the shove in mid, and bot is probably gonna crack their turret as well. So they get a lot of things done in here.
Definitely.
They're sitting on a shit ton of gold now as well. Every single member over
There's a
one.
lot of gold.
Yeah. So,
Does anyone have screenshots from the other games in this series of the scoreboards at the end?
Don't know.
Because I would love to know how many times total the 03 Hall Junior has died. Because I don't think it's high at all.
He died last game, but yeah.
Yeah, he
No.
died. He died like a couple times, I think.
Yeah, but
He
it's
doesn't die
definitely
early.
low. It's
Yeah.
definitely low.
I don't think he's died many times at all, and like, I think he's so good.
It's also he's not standout, right? Like he doesn't stand out. He's not like super flashy, but then you look at it and it's like, Jesus Christ, he's playing very well. Oh, Set trying to ult to safety maybe? Yeah, no, okay, he's dead.
A turret and a kill.
might
Another one
wanna-
onto the cane.
They might want to just push this wave.
I think they do.
Yeah, because
Sending two top to try and
I mean, T-Zums is
take
dead
down the
here, but
Shen. They're probably going to get an inhib here. They'll trade inhibs and... Yeah, they're not going to fill the base race because Offroad has
Ooh.
the Baron.
Red team's turret has been
So they probably give inhib here. They're not pushing for the inhib top. They're going to try and... At least they're just going to back off.
destroyed.
yeah, so inhib down for Ruin Kings. Offer Aquarium get that and look to maybe push further here. Try and grab that mid wave to see if they can push that one in as well. Pings go to the tier 2 top side. Yeah, okay, so they do rotate there.
Christian Simeone loving that he is his team's primary AD threat, so every red buff is his.
Yeah. Yeah, that's actually so true. And again, Fnatic Deathbush here. Only the Swain really pushing that wave in. Now the
Are we
rest
going to
should
see
show.
anyone walk up? Shen's mid lane, but he does have ult. Rel zoning. Gonna take a
Yeah,
couple autos.
Ruin Kings is just playing this safe as well.
Green King's they're gonna want to wait out this Baron. They don't want to be contesting while they're
Yeah,
even
no.
stronger than they are previously.
And obviously Elder is spawning in 2.5 minutes as well, so that is probably, unless there's some big team fight that ends the game, that's probably going to be the game deciding situation.
We're potentially looking at off-roll wanting at least 2 inhibs down, preferably the 3 inhib, but there's a fairly slim chance of that within the next 2 minutes before
Yep.
the Elder spawns.
Baron has timed out, so that wave is going to be substantially easier to clear and substantially less effective, but they still managed to get
I'm gonna
this.
take the turret here because Victor has to deal with those super minions bot. They
Yeah.
are cracking this base open like a nut.
Can of sardines, yes. Oh, and they get the mid turret as well.
Brother
Oh,
Kron
engage.
Swain. Senna got absolutely deleted.
This is
Set
game
doesn't
over.
take too long to go down.
Right. Didn't really have. Actually, no, the Victor's still up, so maybe? Triple inhib down is going to be the case here.
Been destroyed.
Triple inhib, and they're gonna look to end.
Yeah, they're gonna push this. We got
5
20
on
seconds.
2. Flash on the Victor. Victor has no ult.
And the wave is hitting it now, okay, yeah. But the rest are respawning in a couple of seconds. This is gonna be a
He
close
takes the
one.
Shen down. The Kane is looking for him.
Yeah, this is gonna be a close one. They should back off now.
They moved off the turret looking for that Victor.
Yeah, they need to back
He
here.
goes down.
It's 40 seconds for Elder.
There
This is
is
gonna be
hope.
big. They need to really be careful here. I was a bit overeager here because if they ace and get Elder, that can still swing the game. Resets do happen now. Christian Simeone is not gonna respawn in time for the Elder if Rune Kings decide to burst it, but they really are gonna struggle to get out of their own base at this point with triple inhibs down. But they're forced to, so they will have to sacrifice here. They don't leave a single player actually. Oh, Victor's never gonna be able to clear 3 waves without sacrificing that turret. Is he? Ooh, okay, maybe.
This is a... Victor has TP, but this is a big fight happening. Senna and oh, that damage just for the W.
Ay. Aquarium also recalled. So they can just burst
Victor's
it.
still dealing with minions.
They should have seen the Hecarim on the minion wave in the mid. Okay, so Nexus is exposed now. Is Hecarim gonna be there in time? Yeah. No. Okay,
There's a
yeah.
lot of damage coming in.
That's game.
Settle doesn't even go through. Elder's picked up as well. Brother Kuro, does he have flash? He does. He's waiting for his W.
So it's only Victor and Senna.
Jamie's looking, Jamie's hunting. Ah, the burn. And this looks like it's going to be good game, well played. And we are congratulating Off-Roll Aquarium on becoming UNL Season 4 champions. Can I get a round of applause in Twitch chat, please?